Duke that's on the 76ers now, McCain, first
Oh,
round pick. You know,
okay.
it's the little Nas X agenda, live and in living color. You know how it is,
Right.
right?
Living color.
But you know what will be live and living color, Raj, and I'm sure you will be there this season eating your meat. We officially, after all of these years, 20 plus years, have got some renovations to the bank, M&T Bank Stadium, baby. Raj, we got some video here. We're going to show I dropped it in the chat earlier. I'm sure we all were aware of it. I just wanted to show the love to see what you guys think. But Raj, what do you think about these upgrades, man? I mean, you kind of got a little uh, peek behind the curtain, you know, if you want to divulge. You got some sources, some people, you know, but you knew this was coming, man, and you kind of know some people on the inside.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say I know people on the inside, but I had a conversation with a guy that works on pretty much the plans for the Ravens, and I talked to him around Christmas time, and he was telling me that one uh this part was coming. He said it's a 3-year process. This is part one of all the improvements. You got the roof deck. You got the seats. Um, what is it called? The black wing or something like that. Or the black. I think it's the black wing or something like that. You got those areas. I think it's 10 of them in the
There you
stadium.
go, Raj. There you go. That's what you want
Oh
to see
my
there.
lord!
There you
Look
go.
at that.
There you go.
Jesus Christ. And then you have like the seats all the way up in front. This guy.
Crazy.
Yes. Yes. Tell him Booker T. But and then you have the seats all the way down to the field that are improved.
There you go.
So
The
yeah,
black wing.
there you go, the black wing. Yeah, the black wing.
Is it
So
blacks only?
Ha!
it might be, it could be, who knows?
Ha!
But these are just like the minor improvements around the stadium. I think they have to build a whole nother building, I believe, next year. For I'm not sure what it's for, but they're
No,
building
Rod, you
a
know what
whole.
it's for. You predicted it. You might be right, man. Seeing what they're doing, you might be right. They're trying to get a certain event in April that we cover.
I would love for it to come. Hey, I want
That's
it
all
to
I'm gonna
come
say.
here, especially after tonight, after what happened tonight. Oh my goodness, I would love for a certain event to come here in April. It would be fantastic. But I just want to say, man, the Ravens, they're doing it big right now. They know how to appease the fan, get the fans to come to the stadium. They always improving things. They improve the menus as well, from what I see. The roof deck is going to be off the chains. Next year, when the new building opens up, I think it's just going to be a building where all the fans can consolidate and probably watch the game, and probably some other things too. So that would be awesome as well. You know, because remember, I tried to go to that AFC Championship game last year. I couldn't get in the damn door, but in the new building at that building, maybe I can go over there, watch the game in there. You know what I'm saying, for a cheap price. I think it's all going to come together, man. But this is not bad for year one of the stadium improvements. I can't wait to see what they do year two and in year three. But I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. And I can't wait to see what the Black Wing looks like. Can't wait to see what the roof deck looks like. And definitely to try these new food options is going to be fantastic as well. Man, it is lovely. It's gonna be lovely in Baltimore this season. Lovely, especially in those nice, comfortable, heated seats that they got. But
Woo!
neither here nor there. That's for only people. That's for people with money. You know what I'm saying?
Which you are, by the way, if you don't know, if
Oh,
you're new to the program.
What you are.
Even redid the press seats. The
yeah,
press
yes.
box.
The press box. Yes, they redid the press
Well,
box
well,
as
well,
well.
they moved it because they want to keep those 50-yard seats for more people with money, and they moved it
Of
to the
course, of
corner,
course. You're gonna
to the
spend.
dead
You
corner, as you say.
trust me. You're gonna be spending some coin in M&T Bank Stadium.
And shout out to Zay Flowers. He's officially been signed by M&T Bank, who owns the naming rights to Raven Stadium. So he will be their new ambassador. So I'm sure you'll see him in a lot of commercials, like our boy Flacco was, Raj.
Yes.
So there's some of the food. I think that was salted caramel popcorn, Cravante. We have
Woo!
the crab pretzel. You know, it's a
Hey
Baltimore
now.
staple. We got
Hey now.
the nachos, Raj. We know you love those nachos. And it looks like we have some type of more meat here. It looks like some type of dog. something dog. I don't know, but it's meat. I'm sure we'll enjoy it. You know.
Don't worry,
Um,
Cravante. When the Commanders come here and we'll be at the game, you can
Indeed.
try some of the meat options. If you, yeah. You
there's
look
seats
at
there.
this, look at this seat. You see that seat? You see how beautiful that seat look?
Yes, yes.
I'm down, yo. I'm down.
How you feeling, Cravante? I mean, the Commanders. I mean, you just hoping one day you get a reputable stadium that you can walk
That's
into.
all I want, baby. That's all I want. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. But when you already have a solid foundation, you can just continue
There you
to
go,
build
Raj.
on
There
it.
you go. I can see you right there, Raj.
Oh, snap.
Freezing your balls off in January.
Hey, I think the
Oh,
heated
oh,
seats, by the way. I think they're
Oh,
heated.
okay. Well, your balls will
that's
be warm. You
The
need them
ball's
warm.
gonna be warm, baby.
I just want to be able to call an illustrious home such as y'all a home for myself. FedEx Field, well, not again, it's not FedEx Field anymore.
It's fed up
The
field. It's called fed up
it's just Commanders Field because there's no naming rights anymore. Um, I really don't like the location. I think once we start a solid foundation like you guys did some time ago, we can get to this point in the next 20 years or whatever. Um, but I love it. It looks really great. I haven't been I haven't been in M&T Bank in a while, and actually I haven't been for a football game yet, which is crazy. But I'm looking forward to fellowshipping, with you guys when the Commanders come to town, so I could partake in all the lavishness that you guys have to offer, and can see what I would like to see for my new stadium moving forward.
Yes, so we have the spiced caramel popcorn, dipped themed hot dogs, nachos, crab pretzels, chicken tenders with that good old sauce that we love as well. So, Raj, I'm sure he'll take one of each
Crab,
as well.
crab pretzels,
Take it off.
brother. Crab pretzels, bro. Like what? Yo, what's up, man? What's up?
You gotta do it big, man. You gotta do it big.
And I
I'm
know
with
we
it.
were speculating about the draft. So, the next few draft locations, as I do my research here, we have 2025 in Green Bay and 2026 in Pittsburgh. So if Pittsburgh can get a draft, I'm sure these renovations will probably be done by 2027, 2028,
Mhm.
Raj, right? Well, right then we could be looking at the NFL draft potentially here before 2030. And also keep in mind, the Orioles, I believe, are going to put a bid in for the All-Star game probably around 2027, 2028. So could have some big events coming to the downtown area, both sides for the Ravens and the Orioles. I think the Orioles will also be doing some upgrades as well since they signed their lease. So we'll keep an eye on that as well moving forward.
And do not be surprised, wrestling fans, if you get a pay-per-view in that stadium in the summertime.
Now that would be nice.
Maybe not WrestleMania, but maybe something else.
We'll take
Just
money in
say
the bank or something. We'll take something sweet.
we'll take something nice. Well, it don't matter what it is. We'll take it, especially after tonight. Yes, yes.
Yes.
The wrestlers
Well,
love
we'll see
Baltimore.
what's
The fans love Baltimore. Bring more wrestling and more activities to Baltimore. Yes.
could have said it better myself. Let's get to the NFL preseason. I want to go over the games this week. Anything that hops out to you guys. I know it's the preseason, but well, football is back, so we'll take what we can get. We got the schedule here. Let me pull that up for you. Uh, for week one of the NFL preseason, as mentioned, you can watch games on pretty much every platform. So we did have the Hall of Fame game on this past Thursday where the Bears beat the Texans 24-17. I believe the game had to be stopped due to weather. What
Yep.
did y'all think about the kickoff rule before I pull up the schedule of the games? Kavante, I'm gonna start with you, man. I know there's a lot of rules about it and discussion. You can't move before the ball's kicked. You can't block certain ways. I mean, what you think about this kickoff rule? It seems like it's something that's going to be lingering all season.
So I want some understanding on it. Because it looks like they're jacking up special teams as a whole. So the nobody's allowed to move. Well, I'm sorry, the defense is not allowed to move. What is the stipulations of this new rule?
It's like everybody stands in place until the actual guy, well, the actual returner touches the ball, and then they're able to move. So it's like they're standing in one like big straight line. Well, not straight line, but it's like they're standing. It's weird.
So nobody moves until the returner gets the ball.
Right.
Hmm.
Then I think if you kick it in the end zone, I think it's the same. If you kick it in
All
the
right,
end zone, it's
I'm
still
gonna
a
I'm gonna
touchback, I
quickly
believe.
I'm gonna quickly try to read some of this. So we have ball is kicked from the 35-yard line, same as current rule. A kick, safety kicks are going to be from the 20, which are the same as the current rule. Cavante, if you're keeping up with that. All kicking team players other than the kicker will line up within 1 foot on the receiving team's 40-yard line. Kicker cannot cross the 50 until the ball touches the ground or player in landing zone or end zone. 10 kicking team players cannot move until the ball hits the ground or player in the landing zone or the end zone. Receiving team will line up as follows: a 5-yard area from the 35 to the 30 with at least 9 receiving players, at least 7 players with a foot on the 35. 2 returners. So you can have 2 returners line up in the landing zone so they can, do their little trickery if they want to as well. And yeah, if ball goes out of the end zone, touchback is at the 30. And yeah, kicks in the end zone, stay in bounds, return or down, go to the 30 as well. For onside kicks, fourth quarter, the trailing team has an opportunity to declare. You have to declare that you're doing an onside kick, so no surprises. And that's pretty much the main things, I think. Still confused.
I mean, so touchback is to the 30 now.
I believe so, according to the rule. Any kick that goes out of the back of the end zone or in the air bounces, touchback to the 30-yard line. Kick hits the end zone, stays in bounds, returned or down, touchback to the 30. So yes.
I don't know. It's, and I'm sure the justification for all of this is that it's safety. I'm sure that that's still what they're gonna continue to push. I don't know. I think it's a lot. It's too much. It sounds very, very confusing. This is enough to make a special teams coordinator head spin, because there's so many rules, and what is the penalties for all these things? Is it 5-yard, 10-yard, 15? What's the penalties for mess ups in this situation?
Let's see if we can find out together. If onside kick goes beyond the setup zone, kicking team penalized. It doesn't say how many yards. I don't even think they know.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's too much. I think we're doing too much. Especially with the whole fourth quarter, only the team that's trailing, and they have to declare like this is the surprise is part of the game. You know what I'm saying? And even when I remember when the Saints and the was it the Saints and the Colts, and Sean Payton called a surprise onside kick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of the game. I think you declaring it is like everybody's prepared, and it's all. I don't know. It seems like a lot. I don't care for it. We'll see how it unfolds, but I think it's too much, and it sounds really complicated. And it's like they're trying to do safety, but then they're trying to still get some excitement out of the return. I think we're doing too much. There's other things that need to be looked at. Like, things need to be reviewable. There are some things that need to be reviewable. Whatever that list of not reviewable stuff, it needs to be looked at. Being able to challenge certain calls. I think all those things need to be looked at. I think we need to leave special teams alone. I think special teams is cool, it's safe, it's boring. That's what y'all wanted, and we got it. I think they need
This
to
is a
focus
view
on.
of the XFL, by the way, where they got the rule from, kind of. See, they have a zone, Cavante,
Yes.
box.
I think we need to leave special teams alone. I'm cool on trying to revamp special teams. There's other things that we need to look at.
Raj, any thoughts?
Yeah, man. I'm with Gravante. I don't like the new rule change. I played it in the demo of Madden when I had it earlier, and they had the new kickoff rule in it, and it seems like um that more than ever. If I feel like that the actual kicker himself is going to be involved in trying to tackle the return man. So because I think he's more than the last line of defense now. I think he can literally just go straight at him at this point. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. We'll see more of it, of course, this week to see how it looks, see if it's quote unquote safer. But yeah, it just looks weird, and it doesn't look safe. And I mean, I get what they're trying to do, but sometimes you just gotta lead the game the way that it is, especially when there's been a tradition for like I don't know the entire time that it's been the NFL's been around. But it's neither here nor there. We'll see what happens this week in the preseason games. See if it makes a major difference or if it doesn't.
Yeah, he's super far back. I don't really get that either. Yeah, I'm sure this will be a work in progress. I don't even think they know what they're going to be doing. But let's look at the preseason schedule real quick as I pull up the games for the official first week. Even though we did have the Hall of Fame game, we have the Panthers, Patriots, Lions, Giants, Falcons, Dolphins, Texans, Steelers, Eagles, Ravens on Friday, Commanders, Jets, Cravante. We have Bears, Bills, Raiders, Vikings, Packers, Browns, Buccaneers, Bengals, Chiefs, Jags, 49ers, Titans, Seahawks, Chargers, Saints, Cardinals, Broncos, Colts, and Cowboys, Rams. Thoughts, guys? Any games you guys looking forward to? I mean, Raj, from a Ravens perspective, Cravante, the Commanders. Any other games jump out to you?
Pretty much watch most of these games on NFL Network because they show replays of all the games over there. So I'll be checking out to see what CJ Stroud and Stephon Diggs look like because they're both playing. Um, I think I want to see what Jaden Daniels looks like too with the Commanders. See how he looks. I'm pretty sure he'll be playing a little bit. See what Caleb Williams looks like because he didn't play last week.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he'll be out there. Bo Nix for the Denver Broncos. We're getting a lot of playing time. Michael Penix will be playing a lot this preseason because he's not the starter. So I definitely want to see how he looks too. Um, and I want to see some of the wide receivers. Want to see if God damn it, Marvin Harrison Jr. See how he looks at the Cardinals. Want to see with Devontae Walker for the Ravens. He hasn't been getting any burn or anybody's been talking about him, but I definitely want to see what he does with this team on our squad. I mean, it's just a bunch. It's the actual where you get to see a bunch of rookies and first to second year guys come into play. You want to see how they look. You want to see if they made any improvements. So yeah, man. I mean, granted, I probably won't see all the games at one time, but I'm definitely gonna be checking out a lot of the highlights, and definitely gonna be checking out to see how some of these guys look. You can literally see in preseason if a guy's gonna be good or not. So it starts there, and it just moves forward from there. So it's a lot to look at, basically a lot.
Cravante?
Um, well, this is a preseason, so it's no really marquee matchups. Like Rod said, we're just looking at players. We're looking at the new guys. We're looking at our second year guys. I saw Anthony Richardson down there. I I I just want him to make it at this point because we know how explosive he is and what he brings to an offense like the Colts. But if he not on the field, what good is he? So I want to see him remain healthy, and so we can be able to see how he progresses because he really didn't have a rookie year. He only played like four games maybe, and didn't finish none of them. So looking forward to see Anthony Richardson. Of course, Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. To see both of these brothers how they fare with their first snaps with their respective teams in the NFL. And also, we circling that calendar for when they do meet in the regular season. But this is what we've all been anticipating, especially Commanders fans and Bears fans. This number 2 overall pick. Neither team, talking about the Bears and the Commanders, haven't had great success at quarterback. So this is what both fan bases are looking for. Like number one, number 2 overall picks. These guys are game changers. These guys are ballers. These guys are Heisman Trophy winners. These guys have the ability, and the guys have the ability to change the trajectory of a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm really excited about. There's a couple other guys that Raj was talking about. Marvin Harrison Jr., my guy from Ohio State. Of course, my guy CJ Stroud. And his weapons is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and granted, we're not gonna see all of it in the first game, but it's good to see us like getting back in the swing of things, seeing some potentials. The offense is gonna be bland, defense is gonna be bland. You know what I'm saying? And we're probably gonna see the starters for maybe a half a quarter, something like that. But football is back, and that's the important thing. And for football's back, and we're excited. And just getting a glimpse of these guys, in it probably be for a drive or two, like I said, quarter and a half. But Harbaugh, the Chargers. Looking forward to see how he puts his stamp, his staple on the Chargers. Even though he has a superstar quarterback, that's gonna be fun to watch too.
Real quick, Avante, it's funny you mentioned that quarterback because I'm gonna go straight to that next. Justin Herbert is dealing with plantar fasciitis, and we had word today that Puka Nakua is dealing with knee injury week to week. What you think about that, man? The Chargers, man, they got Harbaugh.
Listen, man, I know a thing or two about plantar fasciitis, man. Not fun. Not fun. Not fun at all. I had to change my insoles. I had to get flip flops. They got got the support where it needs to be. I had to be more cognizant about my footwear now. And mind you, I ain't played no real sports in a while, so I'm like, where did this come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the craziest thing ever. So plantar fasciitis is not fun at all. It's your feet feel very, very weird, and it's the worst early in the morning when you first wake up. That first step, terrible. That first step in the morning, you want to scream, absolutely want to scream. So Justin Herbert, he's probably getting constant massages. He's probably gonna have to change his insoles and his cleats, because it's that serious. Like, you got to change a lot. Probably change eating and all that. Probably take a little weight off. Probably trim down a little bit. So yeah, that's interesting. Haven't really heard that much from football players, but I'm sure they get it. And the other guy, you said Puka Nakua. What's going on with him?
Knee injury week to week. Yeah, just saying week to week. Knee injury, none specific.
Listen, you guys know, just like any other fan base, these injuries aren't fun. These injuries are not cool, not fun. Hate to see it, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be season threatening. They're saying week to week, so he's working through it. So I'm sure they're going to limit him throughout this preseason. Oh hell no, he's with Sean McVay. He's probably not going to play. he's not going to play. We know and understand how Sean McVay rolls. So he could be week to week. He's only going to be practicing. That's it. He's probably not going to see the field for preseason. He's just going to be practicing. So we pretty much know how that's gonna unfold. How much does Matthew Stafford have left? Is a legitimate question.
Well, Jimmy G is the backup, by the way.
How much does Matthew Stafford have left? So that's a question that needs to be answered. But he's a little long in the tooth, and he probably ain't got but a year or two left in him. So Sean McVay and them need to come up with a contingency plan for when that's over.
Go ahead, Roger.
Not that much. I had plantar fasciitis too a couple years back. Like Avante said, it's not fun. Um, I was trying to do the stairmaster wasn't fun either when I had it. It was like a burning sensation, and then it was just like, nah, I can't do this. And walking was even worse. So I feel for the brother. Hopefully it gets better. And it does, well, actually is going to take a couple months for it to get better.
Yeah.
But I hope for a speedy recovery, at least by the time we play the Chargers. But yeah, other than that, Puka Nakua, I think he'll be all right. He's not really needed for the preseason. We know what he can do. He was phenomenal last season. So rest up, get ready for week 1, and just pretty much keep it moving.
Real quick, I did want to get to this news. We got another big contract in the NFL as the Cheetah. Tyreek Hill gets a 3-year, $90 million extension, $65 million guaranteed. And it was already added to the 4-year, $120 million extension he signed in 2022, but $106.5 million in fully guaranteed money, most ever for a wide receiver, negotiated by Drew Rosenhaus and Jason Rosenhaus. And yeah, they traded for him in 2022, and he leads all players with 3,509 yards in that span. And Devontae Adams only has received more of the team's targets as well. So with Tua and now Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle recently got an extension. Can't forget about him. They've got a lot of money tied up on that offense, Raj.
Yeah, he deserved it. He was great, best receiver in all of football last season, and he's been that way for the last 2 seasons. Honestly, 99 overall in Madden, the number 1 player for NFL's 100 list, and yeah, he deserves every bit of the dollars that he's getting paid. So shout out to Tyreek Hill, shout out to Drew Rosenhaus, for the deal that the restructured deal that he got that's going to offer him way more money up front. It's always a great thing to see brothers get paid, especially when they work as hard as he does. And I mean, what can you say, man? He's an instant Hall of Famer. So anytime he's ready to hang it up, hang the cleats up, Canton's gonna be waiting for him right around the corner. So yeah, man, he deserves every bit of the contract that he got, and I'm pretty sure he'll live up to it like he always does.
Go ahead, Cavante.
Tyreek Hill has been a top 5 receiver for some time now, and been arguably the number 1 receiver last year, and arguably number 1 the past 2 years because of like him and Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, like kind of up there. But Tyreek Hill has been very, very consistent, and has made an impact everywhere he's gone. We saw the Chiefs offense with him in it. Very, very, very explosive. We see the Dolphins offense with him in it. Very, very, very explosive, which is great for a play caller such as Andy Reid or Mike McDaniel, to have that type of player on the field at any given moment. We can score from anywhere on the field. It's absolutely crazy. That's a hell of a Swiss Army knife to have. And he was just recently number 1 or the top 100, like Raj was saying. Very, very, very deserving of the money, the new contract. I think it's interesting that the Dolphins are tying their money up in pretty much 3 guys, and none of them been offensive linemen. So I think that's going to come back to bite them at some point. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. We know the offense is going to be top tier. We know the offense is going to put up a lot of points. We know the offense is going to have a lot of yards. Tyreek Hill is probably going to be tops, with help permitted. He's probably going to be tops in receiving yards, which means Tua is going to be tops in passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
So, that pretty much goes hand in hand. And also, on a lesser, not maybe not a lesser known fact, but a fact that's not football related, he got them kids, man. Tyreek Hill got them kids, man. He having kids like Lil Wayne back in the day, but so he gonna need every bit of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his situation is with all of the children's moms, but this helps. This definitely helps. But Tyreek Hill is a hell of a football player, hell of a wide receiver, bona fide, surefire, first ballot Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. And he was talking about retirement a year or two ago. So him signing a 3-year deal, he's probably gonna be here a little bit longer, at least the next 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to continue to see the Dolphins offense grow and continue to be explosive. And the Dolphins and the Jets is going to be a hell of a matchup. And the Dolphins and the Bills is going to be a hell of a matchup. I can't wait to see the AFC East go at it. It's going to be definitely fun to watch.
And as we mentioned earlier, we will start breaking down those divisions next week. So we'll get all our predictions. I'll write them all down. And at the end of the season, we'll see how right or how wrong each of us was about the predictions this upcoming season. Before we get to goofies, we want to talk about these Olympics as we head into the last week of Olympics. And let's just say Team USA, world domination. Where do I begin? Noah Lyles, gold medal, first one for a male in the 100 in over 20 years. Simone Biles wins another gold. She finishes with silver today, even after slipping off the balance beam. We got the USA with the most total medals, tied for the most golds, most silver, most bronze. Team USA plays tomorrow in the knockout round. The women's basketball team advances in the knockout round as well. I mean, Team USA, Cravante, what can you say? Are you surprised?
No, this is the standard for USA. And that's across the board, not just talking about basketball or gymnastics or track. We pretty much the Jamaicans had track for a while. not gonna hold you on that. But with Simone Biles, gymnastics is on lock. Basketball was kind of the one that's like, we don't know because we feel like the international folks have caught up. We see in the NBA, the top 5 guys are not from the States. Well, the top 5, 4 and LeBron, depending on where you have LeBron. The top tier guys in the league are not from the States. So when it's Olympic time, everybody goes home, go to their respective teams, and all the superstars from the NBA that's from the States come together. It's like nobody should be beating these guys. All these guys together, like Jason Tatum not having any minutes. And I know this was this might be a week or 2 ago when Jason Tatum didn't play at all.
Mm-hmm.
When the guy that just won the championship don't get any playing time, this team is crazy. This team is crazy. So the USA basketball team should run through everybody. They should. And basketball has been a dominant thing for USA for a very long time. At least dating back to Jordan and them. And there's been a couple hiccups, along the way, but I think it's safe to say that collectively we have the best talent. Speaking on the basketball side of the game. And this is how things should go. We got the best players in the world. We should win. Ain't that how it go?
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to see that basketball seems to be getting back on track, and Joel Embiid looks like he might actually win something. So that's fun. Good to see LeBron. LeBron still out there competing. KD out there still competing. Steph still competing. Booker. Ant-Man is having the time of his life. Ant-Man is loving it. And it's good to see. Really, really, really good to see. Now, one event that we are getting killed in, that damn swimming. Not touching them. Mike Phelps is long gone. Okay. Phelps is long gone, and we got the work to get in the top tiers of swimming. Now we did place. I think we've placed a couple times, but that guy Leon from France is killing it. Absolutely killing it. But you can't win them all. You know what I'm saying? You can't win them all. So it's good to see things getting back on track with the Americans for basketball. And what you said, it's been 20 years in track with the 100 and 100. It's time to bring some relevancy back to track as well. So that's good to see. And of course, Simone Biles is the GOAT herself on the gymnastics side of the game, and really, really not even close.
All right, let me say this. Shout out to Simone Biles, Redemption Tour from 2020. She pretty much, did everything that she could do in this Olympics. Getting 4 medals, 3 gold, 1 silver. She did a medal in her last event, but that's fine. She did the damn thing, pretty much all her events. So shout out to her. Sha'Carri Richardson, another redemption story as well, where she didn't even wasn't even able to compete in the last Olympics because of a certain situation with the weed, as Stephen A would say. But she's gotten herself together, turned her whole entire career around. Finished second in the 100-meter women's 100-meter. Got the silver medal. I'm proud of her as well. Noah Lyles, another cat that won a gold medal by the skin of his teeth. Almost, it was like this much of an inch, but he got the job done.
Fingernail?
So I'm happy. Huh?
Was it his fingernails? Was it his fingernails?
It could have been his colored fingernails that got through, but he got the job done. Shout out to him. Katie Ledecky is another one. She's doing the damn thing in the Olympics. Yeah, man, I'm just proud, to be an American, because at least I know I'm free. If you know what I mean. But no, seriously though, the Team USA, man, this is what we do. We go around, we whoop ass, we dominate the Olympics. Not in every sport, but in most sports we whoop ass. But I believe this will be the last time we see LeBron. Could be the last time we see Steph and the last time we see KD, in these Olympic games. So I'm pretty sure they'll win gold. At the end of the day, the women's basketball team is dominating like they always do. So that's not a surprise there either. But it's been fun to watch, man. It's been fun to watch, especially track and field, because that's where my background comes from, what I used to do back in the heyday. But it's definitely cool to see, and I'm so proud of a lot of the brothers and sisters over there doing that thing, competing at the highest level, because you only get one shot, one opportunity, and you already know where that comes from, Byron. But gotta make the best of it, baby. Gotta make the best of it, and this is what a lot of these athletes are doing, making the best of their opportunity. to compete at the highest level at the Olympics. So shout out to Team USA. Shout out to all the boys and girls over there doing their thing. Stay safe, come home with gold, and continue to keep representing the country in the right way.